So now it is again the same question, same table, but the question is different. So we are having, there is an investor who want to invest in the regular, risky or in property. Okay, and with these three market condition, low, medium and high. Now see what is given. Over the past 200 days, 60 days have been medium market condition, 19 days have had high market condition. Okay, so we use this two lines to calculate the probability like before. Now see the question. On the basis of these data, state the optimum investment strategy by using opportunity loss. So here you don't have to work with the same table, but instead you have to work with opportunity loss table. So we will first calculate the probabilities because that's the basic thing. So we do the same calculation. Total number of days for the market is 200, out of which it's medium for 60 days, high for 90 days. So low market condition is 50, giving you probability for the medium market as 0.3, for high market as 0.45 and for low market as 0.25. So let's write it down. So before write it down, it over here. Okay, now what we want to obtain opportunity loss table first, and then we will do the calculation for it. So opportunity loss, for getting the opportunity loss, it means if suppose the market condition are low and you invested in property, you are getting a benefit of -15, but there were chance that you would have get a benefit of 6%. So it means you missed the opportunity. So for that we are calculating opportunity loss table. To calculate that, we select best in each state of nature. Like in low market condition, the best of 6, -10 and -15 is 6%. In the medium market condition, the best of 10, 12 and 20 is 20%. And in the high market condition, the best of 15, 25 and 30 is 30%. Then to do the calculation for opportunity loss table, what we will do? Best, that is 6%, minus the original payoff, which gives you 0. Here 6 minus 10%. So minus minus become plus, this gives you 16. Here 6 minus the best minus 15. So it gives you how much? 21. Similarly, we will calculate the entries for this table. It is 20 minus 10% gives you 10. It's percentage here. Okay. And 20 minus 12 gives you 8%. And then 20 minus 20 is 0%. It means if the market conditions were medium and you invested in property, you are not losing anything. On the other hand, if the market conditions were low and you are investing in risky share, you are losing the benefit. Like you would have got 16% of profit, but you missed it. So in the same way, we calculate for high. This is 15%. Here 30 minus 25, which is 5%. And then 30 minus 30, which is 0%. Now, for calculating expected opportunity loss, we are going to use the same formula that we have used for EMV. So similar to EMV, we will calculate expected opportunity loss for each alternative, which is given by the formula xi p of xi summation over I. Now here xi, instead of payoff, it represents the opportunity loss value. So when we calculate expected opportunity loss for regular share, so what is it? Now how many states of nature we are having? 3. So again I goes from 1 to 3. So we have x1 probability of x1, x2 probability of x2 plus x3 times probability of x3. So it's clear that this is probability of x1, this is probability of x2, and 0.45 is probability of x3. So as I said, x1, x2 and x3 means xi stands for opportunity loss value. So in this case, here the numbers which are highlighted, this 0% is x1, 10% is x2 and 15% is x3 when we talk about regular share. Okay, so let's write it. This gives you 0 times 0.25 plus 10 times 0.3 plus 15 times 0.45. This gives you expected opportunity loss for regular share. Similarly, when we will calculate expected opportunity loss for risky share, again we are using the same formula. Probabilities remain same, but here for risky share we are going to use 16%, 8% and 5%. So these are the values that we have to use in the new table. The highlighted values represent the values of opportunity loss table. So it will be 16 times 0.25 plus 8 times 0.3 plus 5 times 0.45. And when we calculate for property, it will be 21 times 0.25 plus 0 times 0.3 plus 0 times 0.45. So after doing the calculation, we get the values as for regular share 9.75, risky share 8.65, and for property it is 5.25. So remember, this is loss. We are talking about the loss. So when we talk about the loss, what is our objective? To minimize the loss. So here the best value is the minimum value. Okay, so which is 5.25, which is getting from the property. So this is the difference between EOL and EMV. In EMV, the best is the maximum. Okay, in opportunity loss, when we are talking about the losses, the best means the minimum. So here the decision is to invest in property. And why? Because it gives minimum loss. Okay.